So this is embarrassing.
I actually I'm embarrassed to tell you guys.
It was Lots of Love, 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, was it Proud Chocoholic, 1, 2, 3?
My first one was Nostalgic, which was for Tumblr. You can tell it was tailor-made for Tumblr.
I chose Roxy Christina.
I think it was Skeptical Hippo 109.
I asked people, should I have a 0 or an O? What's more cool?
So I think it was Indie Boy or something like that, because I'm from Indianapolis. And I was a child and had no identity yet. So where I was from was a real big part of my limited identity.
So my first username that I can remember is OopsGuy86, because I did, and I still do, have such a love and affinity for Miss Britney Jean Spears.
My first username was Blaxican Girl, spelled BLAXICAN_GURL.
So my email was Jenny Jingles.
Roxy was this, still is, Southern California, surfer brand. And even though I'm from Southern California, didn't live close enough to the water, but you pretend like you are.
So I used to be obsessed with pandas, and my first username was I love pandas 123. Used it for Outlook, and it was incredible.
I had a time when I was obsessed with Marvel Comics. I think my email was Marvel King or something like that. I remember sending my email to my granddad, and he was like, "Why have you done that as your name?" And I quickly deleted it.
So my name is Rachel Min. My first username ever was Sarah Min 13. And the reason was when I was young, thought Rachel was too basic of a name because there's 2 other Rachels in my elementary class. So I wanted to be named something more unique. And for some reason, I thought Sarah was more unique than Rachel.
One of the first usernames I remember pretty distinctly was one that I got in college, actually. I ended up sitting next to 2 of my, to this day, closest friends in college. And my username, when I walked up to the machine, was Mr. Weeks. I thought that's really weird. It was they'd use first initial, middle initial, last name, and my good friend sitting next to me was Cowheat, and to this day we still call him Cowheat, and they still refer to me as Mr. Weeks.
My first username on AIM, which was my preferred platform, was Monkey McCann 08. I went through a phase. I was obsessed with monkeys, and I was creating my own magazine called Monkeys Monthly.
I can remember my first email, and it was captainspig12@hotmail.com. Back in the day, there was a cartoon called Tailspin, and there was a character called Colonel Spigot. So when it was time to make my first email address, my older cousin, Enrique, said, "Your first email will be Captain Spig, like the character, and you are 12 years old. So this is now your first email." And from there, I've been getting spam ever since.